Hello students, this is Dr. A.S. Ayyad. I welcome you all for the course on matrix methods of structural analysis. We are dealing with unit number 5, steepness matrix method for frames. So in this class today we will solve one numerical example on structure approach of steepness matrix method for the analysis of portal frame. So the statement of problem is: analyze the portal frame as shown in figure using structure approach of steepness matrix method. Take EI constant. Okay. So this is portal frame given. It has two columns, one beam. Columns are subjected to central point load and beam is subjected to UDL. Moment of inertia is varying. It is I for right column, that is CD, 4I for left column, it is AB, and 4I for beam, that is BC. So we know that the procedure or steps of solution for this structure approach are similar to beam. Very first step is to find out degree of kinematic indeterminacy. So degree of kinematic indeterminacy for the given portal frame. Support A is fixed, so we know that kinematic unknowns are 0 at fixed support, so it is 0 at A. Support D is also fixed, so kinematic unknowns are 0 at support D as well. Now joint B, we know that the joints in the portal frame are semi rigid joints, so these joints are subjected to rotations. So very first unknown in the given portal frame is theta B, that is rotation at point B, and rotation at point C is the second unknown. Okay. Now if you look at the given portal frame, it is a sway frame. Because of unsymmetry in the column height, unsymmetry in the moment of inertia, as well as unsymmetry in the loading condition, the given frame is a sway frame. So if it is a sway frame, means there is a lateral displacement of column. So because of this loading condition, this frame will deflect like this, right? So this is called as lateral displacement of the column. So this lateral displacement is represented by unknown delta, right? It is same at top of both the column, means delta B and delta C are always same. So it is denoted by a common kinematic unknown, and that is delta. So finally, total kinematic unknowns in the given portal frame are theta B, theta C, and lateral sway or lateral displacement, and that is delta. So kinematic unknown dki equal to 3, theta B, theta C, and delta. This is very first step in the solution of portal frame using steepness matrix method. Now next step, we know that one by one we have to find out the steepness matrix involved in the compatibility condition. Compatibility condition is AD is equal to ADL plus K into D. Already we have applied for many beam problems. So AD equal to ADL plus K into D. So one by one now we have to find out the all matrices. So AD matrix, we know that AD matrix is action corresponding to unknown displacement in the original structure. So AD matrix we will get from the original structure. So action corresponding to unknown displacement. First unknown displacement is theta B. Corresponding action is moment at B. Second kinematic unknown is theta C. Corresponding action is moment at C. Third unknown is delta. Represent the horizontal displacement at B as well as horizontal displacement at C. Corresponding action is horizontal force at B and horizontal force at C. Okay, it is sum of horizontal force at B plus horizontal force at C. So it is normally represented by RB plus RC. It is sum of horizontal forces or horizontal reactions at point B and C. So in the original structure we have to see that is there any moment at point B given in the original structure? If yes, that is action corresponding to theta B. If it is no, it is 0. Similarly, in the original structure, is there any moment at C or is there any horizontal force acting at B or C? So if you look at the original structure, there is no moment acting at point B, so it is 0. There is no moment acting at point C, it is 0. And there is no horizontal force at B as well at point C. So all three actions corresponding to unknown displacements are 0. So AD matrix, since there is no moments and horizontal force acting at point B and C, AD matrix, all three elements are 0. Okay, first corresponding to theta B, that is moment at B. Second corresponding to theta C, that is moment at C. And third is 0 corresponding to RB plus RC. There is no horizontal force at B as well as at C. Okay, this is very first matrix AD. Now next matrix is ADL matrix, that is action corresponding to unknown displacement in the restrained structure. This is a restrained structure, not original. Action corresponding to unknown displacement in the restrained structure. Restrained means fixed structure. Okay, restrained structure, ADL matrix. It is represented by ADL matrix. So this matrix is obtained by restraining the structure, right? So for the simplicity, we will draw both the columns and beams separately. So this is restraint. Okay, we have drawn beam and column separately and we have fixed all the supports, right? Now we have to find out the fixation moments and reactions in the restraint structure. So first, beam is subjected to UDL. So fixation moments are WL square by 12 at two ends. We know that. So WL square by 12, using this formula, we can find out the fixation moment. It is anti-clockwise on the left end and clockwise on the right end. So as per our sign convention, it is plus 4 on the left, that is anti-clockwise, and minus 4 on the right, that is clockwise. Okay. Now we can find out the reactions. Reaction because of external load plus reaction due to moments. So reaction due to external load, UDL is 3, span is equal to 4 meter. It is given in the original figure. So 3 into 4, 12 divided by 2, WL by 2, 6 and 6 are the reaction because of external load. Now plus reaction due to moments. We know that how to find out reaction due to moment. It is sum of moments at two ends divided by span. So what is sum of moment? It is plus 4 on the left end and minus 4 on the right end, divided by span is 4. So 4 minus 4, the answer is 0. It means there is no reaction because of moments in the beam. Okay. So this beam part is over. Now left column. If you look at the left column AB, point load is acting 10 kilonewton at given dimensions. If you look at the given frame, it is 4 meter on the top and 6 meter on the bottom. Okay, so 4 meter on the top distance and 6 meter bottom distance. Okay, now to observe the three members, always remember that observer is always inside the frame. Okay, we are observing the members from these directions, right, like this. Why these directions are important? Because from these directions you can decide which one is a left end and which one is a right end, to decide the fixation moments anti-clockwise and clockwise. So if you observe this left column from this direction, this A is a left joint and B is a right joint. So anti-clockwise fixation moment at a left joint and clockwise fixation moment on the right joint. Okay. So now since point load is at a eccentric distance, this is equal to A and this will be equal to B, because when you observe from this direction, left span is A, right span is B. So left fixation moment will be WAB square by L square and right fixation moment will be WBA square by L square. Okay, using these formulas of fixation moment, now we can calculate the fixation moment. Okay, So A is equal to 6, B is equal to 4, W is equal to 10. If you substitute values, WAB square by L square is equal to 9.6 at A and 14.4 at B. Okay. So these are the friction moments. Now reactions due to external load. External load is acting towards right, so reactions will be towards left. Okay, so this reaction because of external load will be towards left, and we know that what is the magnitude of this left reaction, it will be WB by L, and right reaction will be WA by L. Okay, WA by L. So A equal to 6, B equal to 4, W equal to 10. So 10 into B equal to 4 divided by L equal to 10. If you calculate this WB by L, it will be 4 at A and 6 at B. These are the reaction due to external load, that is 10 kilonewton. Now we have to find a reaction due to moments. Reaction due to moments are again by using the same concept. It is sum of moment divided by span. Sum of moment divided by span. What is sum of moment? It is plus 9.6 on the left end and minus 14.4 at joint B divided by span is 10. Okay, so plus 9.6 minus 14.4, answer is minus 4.8, divided by span is 10, so answer is minus 0.48. right, this is reaction due to moments. Now answer is minus. Minus represent that it is clockwise. Minus represent that it is clockwise. So reaction couple must be anti-clockwise. Reaction couple anti-clockwise means top reaction must be towards left and bottom reaction must be towards right. So it produces anti-clockwise moment. Okay. So top reaction towards left. So look at this. It is towards left 0.48 and it is towards right 0.48. Okay. This minus sign is used to decide the directions of reactions. Once you decide that top reaction is towards left, bottom reaction is towards right, don't use this minus sign. It's only 0.48 magnitude, not minus. Okay. So top is left and bottom is towards right. These are the reaction because of external load. Okay. Come to the right column, that is CD. Load is acting 5 kilonewton. This distance is 3 meter and this distance is 2 meter. We are observing this column from this direction. Okay. This is direction of observation. So C is a left joint. So anti-clockwise friction moment at C, and D is a right joint. So clockwise moment at joint D. Magnitude of left moment is WAB square by L square, similar to previous column. And right moment is WBA square by L square. Okay. Using these formulas, if you find out the friction moments from the direction of observation, A equal to 3 and B equal to 2. So using this A and B, this left moment is 2.4 and right moment is 3.6. Okay. Now we have to find out reactions. Reactions, since 5 kilonewton is towards left, reaction due to external load will be towards right. Okay, so these are the reaction due to external load. This left joint reaction will be WB by L and right end reaction will be WA by L. Okay, so if you substitute WB by L, 5 into 2 divided by 5, this is 2, and this reaction is WA by L, it is 3. Okay, now last, reaction due to moments. Reaction due to moment, sum of moment divided by span. Sum of moment, this left moment is anti-clockwise is plus, right moment clockwise is minus. So what is sum of moment? It is 2.4 minus 3.6 divided by span is equal to 5. Span is equal to 5. So answer is minus 1.2 divided by 5. Minus 1.2 divided by 5. So answer is minus 0.24. Minus 0.24. Minus represent it is clockwise. So reaction couple must be anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise means top towards left and bottom towards right. So if you look at This is towards left and this is towards right at D. Magnitude is 0.24. Similar to previous column, this minus sign is not used in the magnitude because this minus sign indicates only or used to decide the direction of reactions, right? So it is only 0.24, top left, bottom right. So this is final calculation of moments and reactions in the restraint structure. Now come to our ADL matrix. Our aim is to write down ADL matrix. Okay. ADL matrix means action corresponding to unknown displacement in the restraint structure. What are our unknown displacement? First unknown displacement is theta B. What is corresponding action? Corresponding action is moment at B. Second unknown is theta C. Second unknown is theta C. Corresponding action is moment at C. And third unknown is delta. Corresponding action is sum of reaction at B plus reaction at C, because delta represent delta B as well as delta C. So it is sum of RB plus RC are the corresponding actions. Okay. Now what is the moment at B? Moment at B, it is clockwise 14.4 and it is anti-clockwise 4. These two moments. So addition of these two is a moment at B. Okay. So minus 14.4 plus 4, answer is minus 10.4, right? Sum of moment is minus 10.4. Now what is second action? It is moment at C. Moment at C, it is minus 4 and plus 2.4. Addition of this minus 4 and plus 2.4, it is minus 1.6, right? And third, RB plus RC. RB plus RB. What is RB? RB is addition of these two reactions plus RC, addition of these two reactions. So total addition of 4 reactions, minus 6, minus 0.48, minus 0.24 and plus 2. You have to add all 4 reactions. Okay. So using this, if you look at the final ADL matrix is this minus 10.4 moment at B, minus 1.6 moment at C, and addition of these 4 reaction minus 6, minus 0.48, minus 0.24 and plus 2. The answer is minus 4.72. This is the ADL matrix. Step number 4 is to derive now stiffness matrix. Stiffness matrix is derived by giving unit displacement one by one. We know that. Already we solved many problems of beams. So stiffness matrix, first, since our unknowns are 3, theta B, theta C and delta, first unit displacement figure is let theta B equal to 1. Okay, give the unit positive rotation at point B. We know that we are always giving rotation in positive direction. Positive rotation is anti-clockwise. Okay, this is positive. To rotate joint B in positive direction, we have to apply moment in positive direction. So moments are applied in anti-clockwise sense at joint B. So it is moment applied to rotate joint B in anti-clockwise sense. Okay, anti-clockwise. Same moment, same nature is acting at other end also anti-clockwise. So all moments are anti-clockwise in this figure. Okay, what is the magnitude of moment? Moment required to rotate a joint is 4 ER by L. So this is 4 ER by L at B and 2 ER by L at C. We are rotating joint B, so it is 4 ER by L at joint B. Okay, similarly for column also 4 ER by L at B and 2 ER by L at A. Okay, L is equal to 10 meter in column, 4 meter in beam. I equal to 4I for column and 4I for beam. So this is the known data. Using this I, L, we can find out 4 ER by L. Okay, so this is 4 E into I equal to 4. So 4 into 4, 16 divided by L is equal to 4. So answer is 4 EI. This is the moment at B, 4 EI. Okay. Then 2 EI by L, 2 into 4, 8 divided by L is equal to 4. It is 2 EI. Okay. These are the moments at B and C in beam. Similarly, 4 EI by L in column. So 4 into E into I equal to 4I. So 4 into 4, 16 divided by L is equal to 10. So 16 upon 10, it is 1.6 EI at B. Half of that at other end, that is 2 EI by L, means it is 0.8 EI at A. Okay, these are the moments. Once you calculate the moments, now we have to find out the reactions. Now since reactions here are action corresponding to delta, horizontal displacement, no need to find out reactions of beam. We are interested in only reactions of column, because reactions of column are horizontal reactions which are action corresponding to horizontal displacement. There is no need to calculate reactions of beam. So how to calculate reactions of column? It is sum of moment divided by span. What is sum of moment? It is 1.6 EI plus 0.8 EI divided by span is 10. Okay, 1.6 EI plus 0.8 EI divided by span is 10. The answer is equal to 0.24 EI. Okay, answer will be positive because both the moments are positive, anti-clockwise. If answer is positive means anti-clockwise. If this answer is anti-clockwise, reaction couple must be clockwise. Clockwise means top towards right, bottom towards left. It is clockwise moment. Okay, so top towards right it is 0.24 EI, bottom towards left 0.24 EI. These are the reaction because of moments in columns. Okay, similarly second unknown is theta c. So second figure will be theta c equal to 1, or we can write down from this figure. From first figure theta b equal to 1, we will get the first column of stiffness matrix. We know that stiffness matrix will be of 3 by 3 order. First column will get from theta b equal to 1. Okay, there are three unknowns: theta b, theta c and delta. Corresponding actions are moment at B, moment at C and horizontal reaction at B and C. Okay, if you look at the RB theta b equal to 1 figure, when you rotate the joint B, since B is a common joint to beam and left column, this beam and left column will deflect, but there is no effect of this theta b on the right column of the frame, and that's why no need to draw the right column because it will not deflect. All moments and reactions will be zero in the right column. Okay, that's why it is not shown. Right, now what is the moment at B in this figure? It is 4 EI plus 1.6 EI. That is a moment at B. Here it is written moment at B 1.6 EI plus 4 EI. Answer is 5.6 EI. What is the moment at C? Moment at C is 2 EI. Moment at C is 2 EI. And what is RB plus RC? RC is equal to 0 because there is no reaction at C. We have not drawn CD column because it will not deflect. And what is the reaction at B? Reaction at B is towards the right 0.24 EI. So it is plus 0.24 because towards right. Okay, so from these three actions, moment at B, moment at C and reaction at B, we will get the first column of steepness matrix. Now second column we will get from the second figure, that is theta c equal to 1. So this is second figure, theta c equal to 1. Now since joint C is a common joint to beam and right column, only beam and right column will deflect. There is no effect of this theta c equal to 1 on left column. So all moments and reactions of AB column are equal to 0. There is no moment at AB and there is no reaction at B and A. So all are 0. So now again, since we are rotating joint C in anti-clockwise sense because positive, you have to apply moment in anti-clockwise sense. So moment required is 4 EI by L. If you substitute the value of EI for beam, it is I equal to 4I. For right column, I equal to only I. Right column is 5 meter, beam is of 4 meter. So 4 EI by L, 4 into 4 EI, it is 16 EI divided by L equal to 4. The answer is 4 EI. Okay, and 2 EI by L, it is 2 EI. 2 into E into 4I, 2 into 4, 8 divided by L is equal to 4. So it is 2 EI moment. Similarly on the right column, 4 EI by L is equal to 4 E I equal to I only here now. Okay. Divided by L is equal to 5. So 4 upon 5 it is 0.8 EI. Half of that at other end it is 0.4 EI, that is 2 EI by L. 2 EI by L is half of 4 EI by L. So 0.8 divided by half 2, it is 0.4 EI. Okay. Now last part is reaction due to moments in the column. We are interested in only reactions of column because horizontal reactions are action corresponding to lateral displacement. So no need to find out reactions of beam. So reactions of column are sum of moment divided by span. 0.8 plus 0.4. Sum of moment, both are anti-clockwise, so positive, divided by span is 5. 1.2 divided by 5, answer is 0.24. This answer is positive, that is anti-clockwise. So reaction couple will be clockwise, that is top towards right and bottom towards left. It is a clockwise couple. Okay. So magnitude is 0.24. These are the reactions. Now again, to complete the second column of stiffness matrix, we require to find out moment at B, moment at C and RB plus RC. So here RB is equal to 0 because AB column will not deflect, only RC is there. So it is 0.24 EI RC. Moment at C is equal to 4 EI plus 0.8 EI, 4.8 EI, and moment at B is equal to 2 EI. So this is moment at B 2 EI, moment at C 4.8 and reaction at C 0.24. This is second figure. Now third figure is delta equal to 1. Give the lateral displacement is equal to 1 at B as well at C. Okay. So since sway lateral displacement is positive towards right, we are giving the horizontal displacement at B and at C towards right. So this is towards right displacement. Okay. So it will deflect, column AB will deflect like this. Now what is the moment developed because of this perpendicular displacement? We know that it is 6 EI by L square. Moment is 6 EI by L square. We know that this already we have solved in beam. 6 EI by L square. Okay. 4I in left column, only I in right column. Span is 10 meter left column, 5 meter right column. Okay. So 6 EI by L square, if you substitute 6 into 4 EI divided by L square is 10 square 100. So answer is 0.048 EI. Sorry, 0.24 EI. Moment is 0.24 EI. Similarly, 6 EI by L square, if you calculate for right column, 6 E into I divided by 5 square. So 6 by 25, again 0.24 EI on the right column also. Now to decide the nature of moment, we know that how to decide the nature of moment. It's very simple. Draw one arrow in the direction of displacement. Displacement is towards right, so draw one arrow in the direction of displacement and bend that arrow outside the beam, outside the column. You will get the moment. It is anti-clockwise. Nature of moment is anti-clockwise at both ends. Okay. These are the moments now. To find out reaction due to moments, it is sum of moment divided by span. Anti-clockwise means plus 0.24 plus 0.24. It is 0.48 divided by span is 10. Answer is 0.048. Okay, 0.048. Now since this answer is positive, positive means anti-clockwise. So reaction couple will be clockwise. Clockwise means top towards right, bottom towards left. This is clockwise. Magnitude is 0.048. Similarly on the right column, sum of moment 0.24 plus 0.24 EI 0.48 divided by span is 5. Divided by span is 5. Answer is 0.096 EI. Okay. Now since this answer is again positive, it is anti-clockwise, reaction couple will be clockwise couple, so top towards right, bottom towards left, right? So this is your final figure. Again, to complete the third matrix of the steepness, third column of steepness matrix, the required actions are moment at B, moment at C, and RB plus RC. So what is moment at B? It is anti-clockwise 0.24. Moment at C, it is anti-clockwise 0.24, and reaction at B plus reaction at C is 0.048 plus 0.096, it is 0.144 EI. Okay, so this is third figure of unit displacement, and based on these three figures we can complete or we can write the steepness matrix. So this is steepness matrix of the given portal frame. Okay, first column from the first figure, theta b equal to 1, second column from theta c equal to 1, third column from delta equal to 1. Okay, once you find out this stiffness matrix, next step is to using equation of equilibrium, AD equal to ADL plus K into D. AD is equal to ADL plus K into D. We can find out the unknown kinematic displacements. So AD, all three elements are 0. This is from original structure. ADL from restraint structure. K just we have derived, and D stands for vector of unknowns. Okay, so if you substitute AD from first step, ADL from second step, then K matrix. If you solve these three equations, three unknowns in your calculator, you will get theta b is equal to 1.049419 upon EI, theta c equal to minus 1.803 upon EI, and delta equal to 34.046 upon EI. These are the final kinematic unknowns. Okay. If you want to find out the moments in the given portal frame, moments we can calculate by using equation AM equal to AML plus AMD into D. Okay. So this equation already we have used for beam. AM stands for vector of unknown moments. AML stands for values of those unknown moments in the restraint structure. AMD is equal to values of these unknown moments in the unit displacement figures. Size of this AMD matrix is equal to total number of columns are equal to total number of unknowns. So there will be 3 columns. Number of rows are depend on unknown moments. Okay, and D is equal to your values of kinematic unknowns, theta b, theta c, and delta. So using this equation now we can find out the moments. So this is the final equation. In given portal frame, unknowns are MAB, since it is a frame of 2 columns like this, A, B, C, D. There are 3 members in the portal frame, so unknown moments will be 6. MAB, BA, BC, CB, CD, and DC. MAB, BA, MBC, MCB, MCD, and MDC. Okay, these are unknown moments. Now values of these unknown moments in the restraint structure, fixed moment. If you look at the figure of restraint structure in step number 2, MAB is 9.6 anti-clockwise, it is clockwise 14.4, B to A, so it is minus, MBC is 4, MCB is clockwise 4 means minus 4, MCD 2.4, MDC minus 3.6. If you look at the theta B equal to 1 figure in the unit displacement, MAB is 0.8 EI, so EI is taken outside. BA is 1.6, BC is 4, CB is 2. There is no CD column. If you look at the theta b equal to 1, there is no CD column, so it is moment is 0. This column is written from theta c equal to 1. This is value of MAB, this is MBA, this is MBC, this is MCB, MCD, and MDC. Similarly, third column is written from delta equal to 1, MAB, MBA, MBC, MCB, MCD, and MDC. These are the 3 unknowns which we have calculated. 1 upon EI is taken outside, so this EI and this EI will get cancelled. Now if you multiply this matrix AMD into D, and then if you add this element of AML, finally you will get these are the final moments in the frame. Okay, So like this you can calculate the moments and finally you can draw the bending moment diagram. Okay, so this is first problem of portal frame using structure approach of stiffness matrix method. I hope all of you have understand. In the next class we will solve the second problem on portal frame using structure approach of stiffness matrix method. Okay, thank you very much.